The holographic projection flickered to life in the United Earth Assembly Hall, casting an eerie blue glow across the faces of humanity's finest leaders. Ambassador Zethkar of the Galactic Council stood 12 feet tall, his crystalline carapace reflecting the chamber's lights like fractured starlight. Behind him, the imposing forms of the other council species materialized, the gas-wreathed Nexari, the metallic Vorthan, and the ethereal Luminari. Species designation: human. Zethkar's voice resonated through universal translators, each word dripping with barely concealed disdain. Your kind has expanded beyond acceptable parameters. You have colonized 17 systems without council authorization. You have refused to submit to proper galactic governance. This ends now. Secretary General Maria Santos stood from her chair, her weathered face betraying none of the fury burning in her chest. Around her, the representatives of Earth's nations sat in tense silence. Humanity had known this day would come, the day their rapid expansion and stubborn independence would no longer be tolerated by the powers that ruled the galaxy. "And what exactly are you proposing, Ambassador?" Santos asked, her voice steady, despite the magnitude of the moment. The Nexari representative, a swirling mass of toxic gases contained within an environmental suit, spoke next. Immediate cessation of all expansion activities, withdrawal from all unauthorized systems, submission to council oversight of your military forces, integration into the Galactic Economic Zone under Tier 5 status. Tier 5, muttered Admiral Chen Wei from his position at the military advisory table. He'd studied the galactic classification system extensively. Tier 5 meant humanity would be relegated to the status of a client species, little better than servants, forbidden from developing advanced technology or maintaining significant military forces. Zethkar's multifaceted eyes shifted to the Admiral. Your military forces will be reduced to system defense only. No vessels larger than frigate class. No weapons capable of planetary bombardment. No research into prohibited technologies. Santos felt the weight of 6 billion souls on her shoulders. Humanity had fought for every inch of progress, clawing their way from a single world to 17 thriving colonies in just 3 centuries. They'd survived wars, plagues, and the harsh realities of space colonization through sheer determination and ingenuity. Now these ancient species, comfortable in their millennia-old hierarchies, demanded submission. "And if we refuse?" she asked. The luminary representative pulsed with threatening energy. "Then you will be designated a rogue species. Your worlds will be quarantined. Your ships will be destroyed on sight. Your civilization will stagnate and eventually collapse." Admiral Chen stood slowly, his uniform crisp despite the tension in the room. "Ambassador, with respect, humanity didn't claw its way to the stars just to bow down to a collection of species too comfortable to remember what ambition feels like." A ripple of what might have been amusement passed through the council representatives. Zethkar stepped forward, his massive form towering over the human assembly. "Admiral, your species has existed for mere millennia. We have maintained galactic peace for over 50,000 years. You are children playing with forces beyond your comprehension." "Children?" Santos rose from her chair, her diplomatic composure finally cracking. "We're the children. We're the species that went from wooden sailing ships to faster-than-light travel in 500 years. We're the ones who've colonized worlds your mature species deemed uninhabitable. We've turned barren rocks into gardens and made homes in the void between stars." The Vorthan representative, a collection of living metal that constantly reshaped itself, interjected with a sound like grinding gears. "Impressive for primitives, perhaps. But you lack the wisdom that comes with age. Your expansion is reckless. Your technology development is dangerously rapid. You threaten the stability we have maintained." Admiral Chen laughed, a sound devoid of humor. "Stability? You mean stagnation. When was the last time any of your species pushed a boundary, discovered something new, took a risk that mattered?" Santos moved to the center of the chamber, facing the council's holograms directly. "You want our answer? Here it is. Humanity submits to no one. We've earned our place among the stars through blood, sweat, and the kind of stubborn refusal to accept limitations that apparently frightens you. Zethkar's carapace darkened. Then you choose conflict. No, Santos replied, her voice carrying the weight of humanity's history. You chose conflict the moment you demanded we surrender everything that makes us human. We choose to defend ourselves. The holograms flickered and vanished, leaving the assembly hall in sudden silence. Admiral Chen activated his communication array, connecting to the hidden fleet, humanity's secret reserve of warships, built in the dark spaces between systems and armed with technologies the Council had never imagined humans could develop. All stations, this is Admiral Chen. Code Black is now in effect. The gloves are off. Across human space, hidden shipyards that had masqueraded as asteroid mining operations suddenly revealed their true nature. Massive dreadnoughts emerged from concealed docks, their hulls bristling with kinetic bombardment systems and energy weapons that pushed the boundaries of physics. Humanity had spent decades preparing for this moment, developing technologies in secret while presenting a facade of compliance. Santos addressed the assembly one final time. They wanted our submission. They'll get our defiance. They expected us to cower. They'll face our fire and steel. Humanity has never bowed to tyrants, whether they walked on two legs or crystalline exoskeletons. The first Council enforcement fleet arrived at the Kepler 442 system 6 hours later, expecting to find human colonists fleeing in terror. Instead, they found the recently christened UN's Defiance waiting for them, a 2-kilometer-long testament to human engineering and determination. As the first shots of the Galactic Liberation War lit up the void, Admiral Chen smiled grimly from his command chair. The Council had ruled the galaxy for 50 millennia through fear and overwhelming force, but they'd never faced a species that looked at impossible odds and saw them not as a reason to surrender, but as a challenge to overcome. Humanity had answered the Council's ultimatum with fire and steel, just as they'd answered every challenge. Throughout their history, the stars themselves would bear witness to what happened when an unstoppable force finally met an immovable object. The war for galactic freedom had begun,